Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're having a very nice day with all the recent announcements that's been made, and also the next ones. I'm Guillaume, also known as Guam in the Jupiterverse, and I'm lead portfolio at Jupiter, and I'm going to talk a little bit about on-chain finance and where portfolio is within this new on-chain world. So as you know, on-chain finance is currently kind of buzzing. There is currently 400 generating apps, fees-generating apps, which are around 60% of them are DeFi protocols, meaning that already the finance is taking really activity to the highest level on-chain. There's around like 20 billion fees generated by apps in 2025, which is huge, and 25% of those are made on Solana. So it's really showing that Solana is really here to make a stand and is really part of the main part of the revenue and the fees generated. We also discovered that there is a 4.8 trillion DEX volume on 2025, and Solana alone made 31% of those, which is huge. So it's really about like showing and seeing that finance is buzzing, but portfolio is trying to be there in this on-chain world. So in order to make sure that we track everything and that you are not lost in this new finance, we created Jupiter Portfolio 1 year ago. So what is exactly Jupiter Portfolio? For those who don't know, we help you track any assets that you have on chain, which means staking, but also perps position, lendings, tokens, whatever you name it. We try to show you everything in one place, free and easy to use for anyone. So far, we've also released some new features. One of them was the Airdrop checker, for instance, which is a nice way to also help you be smarter on chain, to make sure that you don't miss any opportunity and don't miss any money on chain. We try to really never miss a dollar on chain. That's my go-to target. So far, we've covered around 150 protocols on Solana, and we are the most comprehensive portfolio tracker today on Solana. But it's not only about what is portfolio, it's also about what we can bring to the ecosystem of Jupiter as a whole. So we've also started with the integration on Jupiter Mobile, meaning that you can track also your DeFi position directly on your mobile phone, which is one of the first integration we did, and it was one of the first on Solana as well. We also quite recently released the Jupiter Wallet extension, and we also integrated portfolio data inside it. So I really advise you guys to try the Jupiter Wallet, because it's one of the best actually in the game, showing you all the DeFi position that you have on your wallet, and as well as the best activity tracker possible. So we display you each thing that you have done on your wallet very specifically. We also recently were integrated in Jupiter APIs, so allowing you to fetch any Jupiter position directly from the API. And so far, we've helped like 6 million people in 2025. Yeah, big number. And so we really try to help those people and more in the future. And those people were able to track and find millions. We've received so many feedbacks of people discovering like money that they forgot about. They've deposited maybe on some protocols or whatever, some old stuff, and they were able to find them back thanks to Portfolio. So if you are OG on Solana and you never yet use Portfolio, I really advise you to do it. You might find money that you might have forgot, which is a great way of trying for the first time an app. But that's the current state. So what's next? What do we want to build for the future? So I'm really proud and happy to announce today that we will be releasing a new app which is made for the new people that want to discover apps on Solana. And so I'm introducing explore.ag, which is the best place to discover and find new apps on Solana. It's live today, you can already check it. It goes like all the apps that exist. We also display tokens from any app that were launched. We also display some additional metrics on each of them. And it's really the greatest way to find apps based on many metrics that you can find. And that's possible also thanks to a few of our partners. So thanks to Solscan's team, who helped us also provide some additional data on top of it. So you can quickly explore, compare, find your fits with custom filters, tailored to your search, find exactly the apps that you need. We also provide in-depth data, so showing the tokens, market cap, fees, revenue, volume, whatever we can provide, we want to show it so you can quickly compare two apps between and also maybe find a new gem. But that's not it. This tool is powered by an open source repository, so it means this is being built in public and anyone can add apps to this website. And we want you guys to help us create this new website because the data that you guys can power, also anyone launching a new app on Solana can provide the data to this new website so it can be discovered for newcomers. So if you have any app launching or if you know an application that might not be inside this website yet, please submit a request and we can directly integrate it. There is so far, I think, 320 apps being listed on the website, but I'm pretty sure there is a lot of them missing. So that's what we're trying to achieve. So we served already existing users with Portfolio. Now we're trying to serve people that discover on-chain finance through the explore.ag website. But let's talk about what Portfolio will be in the future. We want also to help attract people which are not yet on-chain and want to maybe explore the on-chain world. So our vision for Portfolio will be to build the best experience for grandmas and babies out there. And to do so, there is few goals we will try to achieve in the Portfolio team and in Jup.ag in general. So the first one will be to improve the entry layer. And what I mean by that is we need to make sure the onboarding is so good that people might want to do it twice. We want really the onboarding to be so sticky and so simple that it's like just downloading a new app and any kind of app. It doesn't have to be complex. We also want to create straightforward experiences to help new users explore what exists on Solana. And explore.ag is one of the key, one of the things that we will use to make that happening. We also want to improve the synergies between the different Jupyter products. So for example, Thomas presented you with the Academy website, which is one of the really good things to use to help new users come into the space. But we want to use all the different products from the Jupyter suite to create kind of a Web 2 experience, but with the Web 3 efficiency. That's one of the main goals that we will try to achieve on Portfolio. And lastly, educate also the masses. We need to make sure that we follow the user through his journey on chain to make sure he will not quit at some point because of some fraction he might encounter. So Academy is also about that, and I think there is great synergy we can find between those two apps. So that's really our goals as a Portfolio team for the next months, and I can even say for the next years, because this is such a big challenge to try to tackle, and I think Jupyter is the best kind of app to be able to set it up. So lastly, I just want to make sure that you can reach out to me for any feedback that you might have. We might need you to help us on some things. So ping us or me directly whenever something is missing on Portfolio or any kind of related things to Portfolio. You have my Telegram and X account as well. My DMs are open always. Also, I want you guys to help us grow the explore.ag by submitting more apps to make sure that everything is listed there. And lastly, send us some feedbacks on feedback.jup.ag. This is the place where you can actually ask for people to be built on Jupyter, and we go through a list of all the demands and requests and try to build what you guys need. So yeah. That's it. I also wanted to thank you, because I think you are the reason why we build today. You are the reason why Portfolio exists, but also Jupyter exists. There will not be such apps without all the users and the reports and the feedbacks that you are sending. So thank you. You are really one of the greatest community that exists, and this conference also shows that. So big round of applause for you guys as well, and thank you.